back to the Basement Gun Shop. Obviously, we're not in my basement. We're out at my local range. It is a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. It's probably close to 60 degrees, which means the snow is melting. Thank God. All the icicles and stuff are down off my house, and I don't have to worry about the roof caving in or anything like that. But I figured since it was such a beautiful day, I was going to get some trigger time. So I've got 3 pieces of hardware that I wanted to take out and test. The first being the 3X Magnifier from Sightmark on my IWI Tavor. And the second, of course, being my new Bushmaster ACR. And then I want to put the Bushmaster AR-322 tactical magnifier on the Bushmaster and get it sighted in. I've already got it bore sighted, so once that is done, I want to, get it bore sighted. I want to get the sights zeroed, the open sights on the ACR zeroed, and go from there. So I'm kind of working off 1 tripod and 1 spotting scope, and no one else, because like I said in the first one, this is all just me. I just grab an idea and run with it. So I have my Redfield 10 to 60 spotting scope. I've got my ACR. I've got a backup camera. I've got my NRA instructor's bag over there that the girlfriend bought me for Christmas. I got targets. I got a bottle of water and some Rockstar, and I got about 300 rounds of 5.56 to play with. So I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to go down, put a target up at 50 yards, and I'm just going to start shooting. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so first up is the Tavor-SAR. I'm only shooting at 50 yards because quite frankly, the snow's so deep, it would be a real pain in the ass to trudge all the way out to the 100 or 200 yard range. So I got my spotting scope set up. I got some Independence 5.56 55 grain full metal jacket. I got 5 rounds in the Tavor's mag. We're going to load this puppy up, and we're going to turn the EOTech on, and we're going to test out the Sightmark 3X Magnifier. Bolts open, lock back. Let's go and see how we did. Nice little group, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches total, and about center of the group is 2 inches to the right and 1 inch high. So let's see if I can swing the camera around, zoom in on the target, and see if I can get you a group. Okay, focus. I don't think it's going to focus. There we go. You should be able to see it there. We've got a nice little group. It's centered 2 inches to the right, 1 inch high, Wow, with that magnifier, it's almost like cheating. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to slap in 5 more rounds, make a little click adjustment, and see what we get. Okay, I'm going to leave the camera roll as I'm shooting. Hopefully we've got enough zoom action going on that you can actually see the holes pop up in the target. I'll be shooting at the top left diamond, using that as a 0. Bolts locked, gun's empty. And let's see how we did. Wow. Well, we're spread out around that 3-inch diamond, but we're still within 3 inches either way of 0. So I can't complain. Look, looks like I had one flyer there, high right, about what? 1.5 inches, about 2 inches high. So we've got 1 inch high to the left, 1 inch to the left, 1 inch to the right, and about 1/2 inch high, and one about 1/2 inch high. So at 100 yards, that should be right on target. So I am kind of happy with the Sightmark 3x magnifier. Let's switch over to the Bushmaster ACR and open sights and see where we're landing with those. Okay, as you may or may not have surmised, this is going to be the first pull of the trigger with a live round in the chamber on this gun. So I have no idea where these sights are hitting. I have no idea where they're set, but damn it, I want some trigger time with my new toy. So let's throw some rounds. Gun's empty, slides the lock back. Bolts locked back. Alright, so there's the first 5 rounds through my new ACR. And let's see where they landed. Wow, I couldn't ask for better than that with just mounting them. I've got, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 1, 2, 3 inches, little tight group, centered 3 inches, 3.5 inches to the left, and 1, 2, about 2 inches low. So let's make some corrections. Got my nifty little sight tool that came with the sights in the case with the ACR. All right. We'll put 5 more rounds in the magazine. Put the tool back in the pocket, load up, and we'll see what we get. Bolt plucked back, gun's empty. Let's see how we did. Oh, that's pretty. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new rounds, maybe ½ an inch low, spread over 3 inches, and we're still 3 inches to the right. So let's adjust 3 inches to the left. So let's adjust to the right. Throw that box, that's empty. Five rounds in the magazine. Seat them. Let's get the glasses back on. Safety first, always. All right. And that's 5. Let's see how we did. Well, they're all on the center line, but it's a real crappy group. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're spread out pretty well right around the middle. That could be variances in the ammunition. That could be me, most likely. Shooting open sights, I will always take the rap for a crappy group. I'm going to send 5 more. Actually, what I'm thinking about doing is running down and marking the target. So I'm going to cut the camera at this point, run down, put some black marker on the target, and come back. Well, I'm guessing I'm not going down to mark the target because it seems I left my marker in my other range bag. I have to admit I was in a hurry to get out today and get some trigger time for myself. One of the drawbacks of being an instructor is that you spend more time going to the range for other people than you do for yourself. It's a drawback, but you know what? I still enjoy teaching people. I enjoy watching their eyes open to a new sport, a new pastime. And it's really cool when you get someone who's totally afraid of a gun and they get it out there and they shoot it for the first time and they realize they can control it. And this is not an evil thing. And that justifies the loss of trigger time for yourself right then and there. So I'm going to put my glasses back on, and I'm going to send 5 more downrange, open-sighted, and then I'm going to put the Burris sight on there and see what we get with that. one's empty. So let's see how we did with that set of 5. Much better, much better. Right all around the center. Flyer, but pretty much right where I wanted them to be. I'm going to swing the camera around. I'll show you the target. We'll do some serious zoom action. There we go. That's pretty much it. All open sights. That is a 12-inch sighting target. 12 inches left, right, top and bottom. So I'm not terribly happy with it. If I leg that out to 100 yards, I'm going to be real low. But hey, you know what? For everything I wanted to do today, which was shoot it, I can be happy with that for right now. So I'm going to mount that optic on there, and we'll be back in just a second. Okay, we're back. I've got the Burris AR-322 mounted. Like I said, I bore sighted it about to roughly 25 yards. And we'll see what we get. I'm just going to shoot it because I'm actually kind of dying. Right after I mounted it, I took a look through it, and seeing the reticle now at range, I'm actually starting to like it. If you remember in the review, I mentioned that you have this big, huge field of view, and then this little tiny circle with all the dots and the T's and everything else in it. Now that I'm looking at it in this environment, I think I actually kind of like it. We'll see how it shoots. So let's get to it. I only have 4 rounds in the magazine because that's all that was left in that one box. So there's only 4 rounds going this time. That might be a flyer. 4 rounds, bolts locked back. Let's hit the spotting scope to see how we did. Wow. Wicked high. And I mean wicked high. Got a nice tight little group all around the end in the word champion at the top of the target. So I am at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 inches high. Holy bat swan of mackerel. I didn't think I'd be that high. So let's see, up goes that way, we're going the other way. 1, 2, 7. So 7 should bring us down 3.5 inches, give or take. Actually, if you do it by strictly by math, it's half MOA clicks, which would be 3.5 inches at 100 yards, but we're shooting at 50, so it's only going to be 1 3/4 inches. But who cares? I'm shooting. So we're going to stuff 5 more rounds in the magazine. You know what? Since we're walking it in, since I'm walking it in, I'm just going to shoot little groups of 3. Be quicker that way and not waste as much ammunition with just sighting at what's 5.56 now for factory, 15 bucks for a box of 20, give or take, something like that. I don't remember. So we're doing 3 rounds. Let's take that out. Let's get the glasses back on. So, bolts locked back, gun's empty. Pick up some brass, we'll see how we did. So we're still pretty much on the center line, and we came down about 1 3/4 inches. All right, that should put us right where we want to be. Well, right where I want to be, which is at 50 yards, about 1 inch high. So there should be a big change this time when I go to see where my rounds are landing. We got 3 rounds in the magazine. Bolts locked back, gun's empty. Let's go see how we did. Oh, 3 within, I don't know. I'm going to zoom around to that target so you can get a look at it. It's that one right there on the end. Focus. So you can see just to the right of dead center. And I mean, I've got one about 3/4 low, 5/8 to the right, one about 1/4 low, and 1 inch to the right, and one about 1.5 inches to the right, and 1 5/8 low. So we need to come back up 1 click, and then go to the left 4 clicks, give or take. I really hope you can see the holes in the target, so you can see what I'm seeing through my spotting scope. So here we go, 3 more rounds. Gun's hot. And that's 3. Slide lock back, chamber's empty. And let's see how we did. Oh, babe, look at that. One dead center. One quarter of an inch to the right and about 3/4 high. And then one flyer. But that first shot, I will bet you that's the first shot is, oh my God, maybe an 1/8 of an inch high, but dead center. So I'm going to leave the sight right where it's at, and I'm going to send 3 more rounds. I'm going to use actually I'm going to send 5. I'm going to use the top left diamond as my 0 and point of aim and see where we're at. All right, we're hot. Top left, got a little bit of a breeze, no biggie. Bolt lock back, gun's empty. And let's see. Wow, that sight really comes up nice on target. I can live with that. Oh my God, one shot, damn near dead center. And then a little bit of a string out to the right. But other than that, I am a wicked happy camper with this Burris sight. So, you know what? Let's take a walk out to the 50-yard line. Oh, by the way, this is one of the clubs I teach at. We have a little indoor pistol range over there for cast lead bullets and 22s. Small 25-yard pistol, 50-yard, 100, and 200-yard rifle. What you're seeing from that road over there to the wood line there, that's pretty much the property of the club. Nice small club, bunch of good people, but it's not uncommon to find, you know, good people at a sporting club or rifle and pistol club like this up here in Pennsylvania where I live. Oh, sinking through the snow. Who cares? I'm out shooting. All right, let's start with this target over here on the left. There you can see the Sightmark 3X magnifier. This was the first group, then a little bit of an adjustment. This was the second group. I mean, you're talking 3 inches from dead center to here and 1 inch. And you're talking overall 1.5 inches, because if you're aiming here, 1.5 inches. So I can't complain about that. This is the open sight target with the Bushmaster ACR. Nothing outstanding, but then again, I'm not a good open sight shooter, to be honest. So, you know, started here, we adjusted the front sight to bring it up, brought it up, and then that last 5-shot string was all strung out here in the middle. So I can't complain there. This is the Burris sight. These right here were the first 4 rounds that I sent. Then we dialed it down, came right down to here. Then we dialed it way down, came down to here and here. And then this was the last 5-shot string I sent right there. So there's one dead center, and then what, maybe 1.75 inches to the right, which is strung out. But you know, the center dot is, I forget what mill I told you it was, but that center dot really covers this whole thing, so you can't tell where it's going to hit in here. So that's telling me that wow, I'm like wicked happy with the performance of that sight. Okay, back up to the bench. There you can see all the benches strung out. So I'm going to end this here, and I'm just going to do some shooting. Maybe see if I can get some double taps in with the Bushmaster. Whatever. I don't know. I brought 300 rounds. I might as well use 300. So, give me just a second. There we go. So, that's pretty much it. That's the Sightmark 3X and the Burris AR-322 3X tactical weapon sight. I got to admit, I'm more impressed with that sight than I thought I would be. It comes up on target, finds point of aim. Now I was shooting with the reticle off. I wasn't, because it's bright sunlight, so I wanted that contrast for the black. For the white target in the bright sunlight, I used the reticle when it was off, so it was just flat black, like, you know, a normal reticle would be. I didn't try it with illumination. Maybe I'll do some of that too, I don't know. But it's a beautiful day, and I don't have to be home for another 3 hours, so I'm going to keep shooting. So thanks for tuning into the Basement Gun Shop. Hope to see you again real soon. Part 4, or one of the parts for the 80% AR build, is going to be coming soon. I'll be ordering parts for it soon, and so check back if that's what you're interested in. So until next time, again, thank you for watching the Basement Gun Shop. If you like the channel, like it, subscribe even better. Until then, stay safe and keep shooting.